One of the issues that we all have when it comes to manifesting is that we try to understand where something is going to come from. How is it going to happen? Who's going to give it to me? How is this going? I need to conceptualize it in order to manifest it. Well, that is BS. That's not how it works. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community. On this channel we talk about spirituality, law of attraction, self-development, and so much more. And today is Monday, and on certain Mondays I like to share law of attraction success stories to get us all in a good vibe for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month, so that we can manifest our heart's desires, which are perfect, and you deserve them, and you are great, and you are worthy of everything that you want. So today I'm going to be sharing two stories from my friends. Actually, I'm not going to be using their names because they were kind of secret stories that I told them that I would share and not reveal their identity. So just try to keep up with, well, my friend and then my other friend and this and this. But the central theme of these stories is basically having faith. So I want to talk about that a little bit, and at the end we'll do a tiny little sound bath and manifest together. So what does having faith mean? Well, having faith could mean so many different things, but basically what's really important is that you don't think that you can only have faith and that you should only believe that good things can happen when good things are happening. You have to have faith when bad things are happening too, and understand that it's part of the whole process. Because what's the opposite of faith? It's just inverted faith. It's fear. It's faith that bad things will happen. So we just have to work on our faith that good things will happen. And what we need to understand when it comes to the law of attraction and to manifesting, attracting our desires, we don't actually need to know how things are going to happen. As long as there's something that we strongly desire and that we want to come into our lives, that we want to attract to us like a magnet, we just have to focus on that end result and not be attached to how it's going to happen. So I've talked about this recently, but it's important to reiterate. When we're starting our law of attraction journey, when we're starting our manifesting abundance and financial freedom journey, a lot of us think that the only way that we can have everything that we want is by winning the lottery. So there's this thing that you want. This thing that you want is financial freedom, right? And there are infinite ways for you to receive this thing that you want. There are invisible doorways everywhere, right here, right here, right here, right here, everywhere, all around you. You turn right and you walk into a new timeline. You turn left and you walk into another timeline. You make a decision to eat vegan for lunch and you go into a new timeline. You make a decision to fly to Spain and you go to a new timeline. Every direction and every decision and every choice you make takes you into one of these doors. Now, when you have that desire, I want financial freedom, and in your mind you're thinking, I'm going to manifest winning the lottery so that I can have financial freedom, you close all these doors. Shut this door, shut this door, shut. All those doors, all the windows are closed shut because you are attached to winning the lottery. That is your one way to receive financial freedom. And that is where so many people go wrong. They're trying to manifest abundance. They're trying to manifest financial prosperity. But the only option they have in their head is winning the lottery. Now, I've manifested financial freedom and prosperity, and I did not win the lottery. The universe guided me to making the right decisions, to starting my own company, to going for YouTube, to making the right investments. And it was all guided. Once I realized, it was, I would say, a year into my YouTube journey. I wasn't making a lot of money, and in my head I was still like, well, maybe I'm gonna manifest winning the lottery, right? And I was laying there in my bed and I was watching anime. I've said this story before on this channel, and I realized in that moment, oh, if I had millions of dollars, I'd be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Maybe I don't actually need to win this vast sum of money overnight and become an overnight multimillionaire to be happy. I'm already happy. And that shifted everything for me because it took winning the lottery off the pedestal, and immediately after that, I started getting sponsorships. Immediately after that, I came up with the idea for my own jewelry line. Immediately after that, the universe opened up all of these doors. Once I stopped obsessing over the one doorway, because imagine, okay, the whole globe is filled with these doors, and your financial prosperity exists in millions of these doorways, but they're all shut, and you're walking around blindly looking for the lottery doorway. Some people walk through that doorway. Some people attain that timeline, but you have to walk through that doorway, and that's statistically still small. And that's really how the law of attraction works. It's all these doorways, and you've shut out everything else. Keep your mind on the prize, right? Your eye on the prize, which is financial prosperity or love, that relationship or that career or that house or whatever it is that you want, you know, self-actualization. Take that off the pedestal and stop trying to convince yourself that you know how you're going to get it, because you're thinking from a human mind. And there's the divine mind out there, God's mind, source, all that is, that sees everything. So give your faith over to that and believe that you will be guided to the right doorway. You don't need the lottery doorway. There are countless other ways for you to have everything you desire. I know that for a fact because I was led through doorway after doorway after doorway. Once I dropped that attachment to winning the lottery. Think about right now. Think about where you're at right now and what you've been trying to manifest and what you've been trying to see in your life. Have you been super attached and obsessed with that one way? So you're visualizing in your mind like it's going to happen this way. And then, yeah, you know, the universe will guide you to that doorway, but you're still looking around blindly. So it's still statistically difficult to walk through that doorway. It will happen. It'll happen for a lot of people. It's happened for a lot of people. But why spend your whole life looking for that doorway when you can be enjoying it right now? So what I'm asking for you to consider is dropping the attachment to how you will receive this outcome and stepping back into your power and to your faith. Faith that you are being guided and led in the right direction. That being said, let me share today's Law of Attraction Manifestation Monday success story. So one of my friends, this also has to do with money. Speaking of prosperity, I have one of my really good friends. She's a student, and a lot of, there's a lot going on with money in the government right now where students are getting this and that. She was supposed to get $1,000 from the government if she paid her taxes and she was a student, right? So she was super, super attached to this, and she was really waiting for this $1,000, right? So putting it on a pedestal, kind of. So definitely putting it on a pedestal. And the time comes around and she had to pay her taxes, and it turns out she actually owed the government money because of taxes, and because of that, she wouldn't be getting the $1,000. Now, normally this would be really upsetting for her because that's a lot of money. And she was a little bit upset, but she shook it off and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna pay what I owe the government happily, generously, with an open heart. I'm not going to be stingy about anything. I'm not going to spend so much time dwelling over the fact that I thought I was going to get this $1,000 and instead I'm paying money to the government. Instead of doing that, I'm just going to give openly. And so she took some time to work on her energy and just like be grateful and say, you know, it could be worse, it's fine, like I'm just gonna give, I'm fine, everything's okay, everything is going as it should. And she paid what she needed to pay to the government. I think it was either that night or the next day. Her university emailed her and they said, we actually owe you $1,000. She has no idea where it came from. She was not expecting it. She never knew that this was something that was going to happen. Her university deposited $1,000 into her bank account, the exact amount of money that she was supposed to receive from the government. So it came to her anyways, because instead of focusing and obsessing over the fact that it didn't come and that instead she has to pay money, she focused on giving generously. So this is a really good lesson, because often when we just relax and open, things will work out on our behalf. So often as human beings, when something bad happens, the first thing that we want to do is we close up. So this is an invitation for us. Whenever something triggering happens, whenever a challenge comes up, can you open? Can you, instead of closing up, and you know, you guys all know what that feels like, where it's like, you know, you feel like you're being taken advantage of by somebody, like financially or something, like your friend, you're always paying for your friend or something, or somebody's always borrowing things from you, or something bad happened to you, or you got a ticket or something. We close up. We're like, oh, bad things are always happening. This happened. I can't believe this happened. Why me? Why did this happen to me? One of the best lessons I've ever learned is when we feel that closing up, to purposely open up. Now, this is a way to work with your ego. Our ego closes us up. So becoming aware of that closing is already stepping away from egocentric living. So whenever you feel that closing up, it's an opportunity to transcend the ego and open anyways. When you feel like you're spending too much money, open anyways. When you have to pay a bill and you're closing, open anyways. When somebody is hurting your ego, when they're saying something that you don't like, or when you're maybe in an ego fight with a spouse or a relationship, a partner, somebody you're dating, you're both closed up, choose to be the one that opens. Breathe and open, and remember that you love this person anyways. Despite everything, I love you anyways. So you open. And what happens is when you don't react to the other person's ego, their ego is like, oh, okay, I'm safe. And it drops too. Not with everybody. And if you're dealing with somebody that lives in their ego, and that when you drop your ego, they remain in their ego and still hammer it out with you, obviously not physically, I mean like in conflict or whatever, that's somebody that's struggling with awareness, and that's their own journey, and it's not your thing to take on. My message about this is just to open. Just feel yourself opening. And it's a physical thing. You feel that opening in your heart space. You really feel something opening. And if you don't feel it physically, simply push your shoulders back, put your chest out, and drop into your heart and feel openness. And it feels good. It feels so much better than closing up. It feels like unity. Separation doesn't feel good for us. So instead of separating from the matter at hand, realize that it is you. It's a reflection of you, whatever it is. If it's a bill you have to pay, if it's a conversation you have to have, it's you. So open to it. Next, Manifestation Monday story. This is one that you'll have to like keep up with, because these are some of my friends and I don't want to use any of their names. So I have this friend, and it was her birthday during quarantine. Okay? Because people were being very wary about meeting, she had a small, intimate birthday dinner. She felt like she had to invite one of her best friend's roommates, even though she really didn't want to, because she just doesn't really vibe with her. But she felt bad, and everyone told her, you know, just invite her. She's not gonna come anyways. So she invited her, and the girl did come. She said, okay, I'm coming. And the whole time, this girl whose birthday it was super resistant about it. She was really complaining about it. Like, I wish she wouldn't come. Like, I didn't want her to come. You'll see this story is interesting because it's a little bit backwards, but it's still a manifestation method. And for me, I think it's like the universe being like, look at me, look, I'm here. I'm watching out for you. Stop resisting. So she was resisting this whole time. And then the night comes for her birthday dinner, and everyone's over there, and this girl really, really loves this one celebrity. He's huge, millions of followers, big actor, musical star. He's huge, okay? Like celebrity A-list status. And she is obsessed with him. She loves him so much. So they got her a cardboard cutout of this man for her birthday dinner. And she was taking pictures with it, and everyone was posting it to their stories. Okay. He didn't see anyone's story except the story of the girl that was invited, even though the birthday girl didn't want her there. That celebrity saw that post, answered it, and then went to the birthday girl and went and liked all her pictures. Something that to you and I might seem small, but to anybody who really, really gets starstruck and loves celebrities and has celebrity crushes, I could see how this would be just mind-blowing, because I've been there, you know. I used to get really starstruck. That's why I was in entertainment news for so long. Celebrities were definitely on a pedestal. So he didn't answer anyone's story except for this one girl that was invited as a courtesy, whatever, and that she was resisting. So that wouldn't have happened if she didn't come to her birthday dinner. It was a learning lesson for her. It was a learning lesson to open more and to stop resisting so much, because there are things happening on our behalf from above and from all around us, because the divine is everywhere. So today what I want to do is do a little sound bath meditation about opening our heart space. So I want you to sit with your legs crossed, or however is most comfortable with you, but what I want is your spine erect, and I want your shoulders drop down and push back, and your heart space open, okay? Take a deep breath and close your eyes. Hold it at the top. Breathe out through your nose. Hold your breath at the bottom. Breathe in again through your nose. Hold it at the top. Breathe out. We're going to be using the heart chakra bowl today to really focus on opening that heart space. So keep your eyes closed and drop down, drop your attention into the center of your chest. Focus on your breath. Deep breathing through the nose. And now, on every inhale, breathe in love. Every exhale, every exhale, every out breath, breathe out relaxation. Breathing in love, breathing out relaxation. So breathe in, getting that goodness from the heart chakra bowl. Breathe out, relaxation. Dropping into your bones, into your body. Thinking right now where in your life you could open up more. Where could you be softer? Could you be softer with yourself? Breathing in love. Breathing out relaxation. Can you forgive yourself? Can you commit to loving more, loving yourself more, loving others more? Can you let go now of what you've been holding on to for dear life? Can you let go of resistance? And can you surrender to the divine cosmic flow of the universe? And thinking now about one or two things that you're super grateful for, that make you smile, that open your heart and make you shine. And saying thank you, I love you, I'm so grateful for you. This could be anything. It could be a cupcake, like I always say. Breathing in love, breathing out more relaxation, and committing now to have faith that everything will work out exactly the way it's supposed to. And now we drop our expectations for how things should be and accept things as they are. And what we truly desire is already ours. And we don't need to worry about it right now. It's not our job to figure out how it will happen. It's our job to be present and centered and listening and observing and interacting mindfully and intentionally with the universe, because that's where the answers come. Opening your eyes, bringing your hearts, and whenever you're ready, opening your eyes, breathing, bringing your palms to your heart center with your thumbs into your chest, feeling that space there that we've just created, and opening more, And then bringing your palms to your third eye. Back to your chest and bowing down. So it is. Thank you for doing that with me. I love you so much. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And as always, hit the comments below and tell me something good. What have you manifested? What's something beautiful that's happened in your life lately? I want to know. Everybody else wants to know. Let's uplift our community and the vibration of this planet. And until next time, I love you so much. Keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye.